everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Redskins coming in at 5-1, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 6-1.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry here for Charles Sims. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Johnson with a completion over the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, it's Sims. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nunez got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And some room to maneuver. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Red zone opportunity. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This is Marshall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll look to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a third and about 13. In motion, the tight end Reed. On third down, that's Marshall, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Jameis now on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Jameis on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Winston again. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now a second down throw for Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break. And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Leopard! All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Marshall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Sims. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Marshall. And he is knocked down from the side at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll run for it with Marshall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now look at Detroit. Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
And here's Marshall. And some room to roam now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Christian Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Josh Norman victimizes Winston yet again. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hurry up,
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there of 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the next one. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
3rd and long for Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Jameis again. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I will play cards.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Anunua's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Able to, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
A first down throw for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Winston again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Golston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Bucs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And He gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Green, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Detroit! Here we go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now let's go! Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw here. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. You saw the score.